Welcome back to the original. It's still hot. Hot in Texas. Out for a short visit. This may run into the next visit video, but we're out here for 2 nights and it's way hot right now. Gonna try to spray some Roundup in the morning in the open field and a couple of little miscellaneous open spots. Got a little bit of this and a little bit of that to do, so stay tuned. It's going to be very exciting. When I opened the door to this new little bathroom, there was 2 or 3 little ants crawling right there. So what the hell is that? And there was a little pile of black stuff. I'll tell you, I took a picture of it. I'll show you in a second. But it was a little bat. It was dried up dead. Totally bones and a little bit of fur. So somehow a bat got stuck in there the last time I was here, right after I built it, I guess. I probably had the door open like this and, you know, or maybe it flew in there when I went in at nighttime. Anyway, interesting. I went to the Habitat for Humanity store, which I've bought a lot of stuff from. I got this tasty little item. How about that? I think I paid like 30 bucks for it. Got some character. Well, Angie got sawdust all over our bed sheets. And she tracked in a bunch of mud and stuff. I don't know what to do with her. Well, I'm back again. I haven't had much success with these feeders, but we're going to put some corn in them, and we're going to put some protein in the protein feeder over there. See if we can get some critters to come up here where we can see them from the cabin. Not going to hunt them from this corn, but sure would like to draw some in and see them sometime. Well, vinyl flooring. We'll see if it turns out okay. Not so sure. I couldn't cut them out here. I tried and they came out crappy. I took them back home and cut them on the table saw, so maybe they're better. I've had my coffee and did my bird watching. Got my beam covered up there. So now I'm gonna try and cut some lumber, finish up maybe this wall right there all the way to the ceiling. Now add some across here. I don't know how far I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna start attacking those dudes right there. So I'm gonna make a master template for that angle, so I can just use this and stick it on a board and trace it. But it's a 2 and 12, so it rises 2 inches for every foot. So there's 2, there's 4. Hope that's right. So this should be my master right here. So I'll just call it, I'm gonna mark it so we don't accidentally use it for something. Next thing to do is clean up these logs, or these knots sticking out, so that my guides will fit on there, and I can cut smooth boards. There's a lot of preparation before you can actually cut some lumber. You got to put a ripping chain on here, so because I'm cutting against the grain, And so anyway, I'm gonna fill up my saw, put the ripping chain on, then I'll put it in the mill. Kind of the same routine over and over. So my chainsaw is a Stihl MS261. It is a great chainsaw. A little bit temperamental on the flooding, but it can handle making a whole cabin. And then this is the Granberg small log mill. It'll hold up to a 20-inch bar, which is exactly what I have. And when we cut the first board, since I have the guides on there, I gotta set this thing to 3 5/8 so that I clear the metal. 3 5/8 pretty much does the trick every time. What else I need to build a cabin is about every Ryobi tool, 18-volt tool known to man. So that's what I've been using, Ryobi tools, saw. The only thing crappy that they built is the weed eater. I've killed 2 of them. But I probably shouldn't be cutting brush out here with it. It's just too hard on it. So can't expect them to make a residential weed eater that's gonna do that. Well, let's see what we got. I try to put the bottom of these guides right where that sapwood, the color changes over. That way it's even at both ends. I didn't do it on that big long log because by the time you get 12 feet down or 10 feet down the thing, you know, it goes from real wide to real narrow, and I just didn't want to lose all that wood, so I kind of did a little wonky. But on this one, it should come out with a fairly uniform stripe of color down the center. there. A little bit of flaw right there, not much. And some crack right here. Yeah, it looks like it only goes through the first board I take off. It could get worse down here, but it's only about that deep at the end. So like I was saying, if I put my guides right at the top of this dark wood on both ends, I end up with a pretty uniform piece of it. Now I'm going to adjust the saw back down to 3/4 inches for board width, because I don't need the guides anymore. I'm just going to use the top of the log as my guide. My dad used to tell me it doesn't hurt it much to run it without gas, or try to run it without gas engines, but you kind of have to have oil. What that is. A wet spot. Doesn't go through. Weird. Oh, it's just kind of like a water seeped into the log there. Pretty good piece of wood right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, this is so tedious. Cutting this stuff to fit up and down the ladder 5,000 times. Well, maybe 4,000 times. Got a little bit more. Oh-wee. I finally just now turned the AC on. I can't take it anymore. I'm burning up. Got this wall finished though and trimmed. Hallelujah. Getting ready to leave. I'm all loaded up. Dead battery. Fortunately, I have a Hulkman jump starter and it was charged up 100%. Started my battery right away, so I'm gonna have a little problem when I get back home, but thank goodness I had this Hulkman jump starter. This thing's great. This concludes our broadcast of the original. Tune in next week for more exciting adventures. Well, bye.